Welcome. This is Sessions with Stephanie. And today's episode, we have the lovely Monte Benjamin.
Yo!
How we doing?
We doing good. I ain't that lovely either, but we are doing
It's the
good.
lovely, okay? The lovely, the talented, the great.
Well, thank you.
Monte
I
Benjamin.
appreciate all those accolades.
You have been not making me, but letting me call you Monty for years.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you do that?
Because my name, I'm gonna make a long story short. Okay, my actual name is Monte. Okay, black people, Monte. That's what it is. But then I start getting into like the different scenes and communities where, white people and stuff like that, they really couldn't say Monte. So I had to Monte. If you could, Monte can't roll off their tongue better than, Monte. So I let people call me both. So, that's where
I like it.
Yeah.
I can dig that because when I first heard your name being called, I want to say it was at Laughs. It was at Laughs. And they said, whoever, I can't remember who said it, but they said Monte Benjamin. And I said, okay. I never know black dude named Monte.
Exactly.
But okay,
Exactly.
I like this shit. And you were fucking funny as fuck, so that's why I always remembered your name.
Sneak. That's how I sneak on the stage. Yeah.
Monte.
Yeah.
And it's Monte. Is this short for something? Montavious?
Oh, moving on. Next question. Next question.
Never like to live. What's the whole name? Some shit like Monte gotta be short for something.
You know it does, so let's move on.
Come on, tell me what it is.
Come on.
Montavious.
So you gonna sit there and guess. You just gonna guess all the... Okay. All right. Hey, have you ever watched like the Looney Tunes Animaniacs?
Yes, that's my shit.
What was the show with the little? They had all the little sections of the. Was it Animaniacs?
It was Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the dude on there was the rich little white dude. His name was like Montgomery. Remember?
Yes.
Okay, it's not that funny, but that's
your name, Montgomery?
Oh, come on now. Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
I don't want the whole world.
Oh, wait a minute though. Hold the fuck up. That's your real name?
It was I wasn't there when I picked it, okay? If I was there, I would have called me something else. But I wasn't there. Okay, I didn't pick it. My parents and God people picked it for me. It ain't like I was in there like they, came.
When you were old enough to know what it was, were you mad?
That's why it's Monte.
I was like, Montgomery, Mom! Montgomery!
Man.
My bad. But I like that though, that's so different. That's like the black people of Gunner. You know the little white kids, they got a name Gunner? That's the black people.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, okay. See, Sessions with Stephanie, and he ain't even smoking. Anyways. Tell us about your growing up. Like, where did you grow up at?
Well, I grew up in an urban part of Miami, known as Carol City. They've recently changed the name to Miami Gardens to give it like some type of appeal to draw people in, but it's not all that. Yeah, I grew up in Miami, Carol City, and it wasn't rough, but it was where you had to be, on your P's and Q's, had to have your head on the swivel, fight all the time. You know how you are when you're a little nappy head boy out there making trouble, fighting, stealing, and doing everything else. And we just picked up like we used to what we call ranking or roasting, like they call it now, but we used to do it all the time. And black people do it all the time anyway. They don't care where they at. So they gonna roast, and that's how I grew up, like just roasting people and getting it back, and that's where it came from. That's where the funny came from, and also too from my mom. My mom as well was funny. Was very, very funny, because the reason why I started roasting, because that's what she did. yeah, we'd be walking in the grocery store and she like see somebody and be like on him. She at look how ashy his ankles is. He know better to come out the house like that. So when you hear her, that's when you pick it up. You pick it up, man. And yeah, so I picked it up, and then I think to this day she regretted because it just kept me in trouble. Principal's office, her calling her down to the school, and so yeah, that's how.
Did you ever roast a teacher?
All the time, man, all the time. And being in Miami was like very diverse. Yeah. So you had all different nationalities, Haitians, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. Everybody just came together, and that's what we did. The Haitian Mr. Santel, look, ça va c'est, yeah. So we used to mess with them all the time. Man.
I can't stand you.
Stay in trouble.
I can't stand you. You were probably one of them kids I couldn't stand in high school. Because, I came from Africa, and them motherfuckers was making fun of me all the time. Yeah. I couldn't stand them so
Well, we'd have found that out, that you was from Africa. Oh, look at her. Look at her.
I couldn't stand
she got that HBO.
Yes. Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I could stand them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but y'all, you'd have been cool, though. You'd have got that.
I saw the roaster, too. Shit. You got to just get with it.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, motherfucker. Okay. See, nowadays, back in the day, white kids were not shooting up schools, okay? So, but that would be the fucking roasted shit today. Like, okay, Timmy, don't go get your backpack now. Shit.
Yeah.
So you got in the comedy scene through your mom?
Yeah, I got in, because after I would, like, roast and get in trouble, she wanted me to use that in positive manner. So, man.
Yes, mama. Yes. What's your mama
name? Sharon.
Go, Miss Sharon.
That's just what they call it too, Miss Sharon.
Miss Sharon.
So I started doing talent shows at school. I started, doing things around school, and they got the moniker of being like the class clown. I tell you, everybody knew when I came around, they hushed me. Oh man, because I don't want to be the one he choose. I don't, I started doing talent shows and I just felt I just got a love for it.
That's good.
Doing that type of stuff, and then going to in the room, sneaking and watching like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Knowing I wasn't supposed to be like listening to all this cussing and profanity and all this, but I was sneaking watching them and hearing them and like imitating them, trying to like be like them, and that's where it all started.
That's dope. I like that. I think my son is gonna do comedy too, because that's how he describes it.
Yeah.
He's like, my mom talks shit about everybody. I mean, you don't say that, but yeah. So when you were talking about your mom, I was like, that sounds just like me. And I would not be surprised if my son did that,
Right.
But I like that. That's and the fact that she pushed you to do it, to take that and do it in a positive way. I love that. Like,
because
that's very positive.
We were, I was raised by a single mom.
Big ups to single moms.
5 kids. And she had to like come up with something like, okay, you getting on my last nerve. You need to find something to do with this, and stuff. And so she was like guiding me in the right way, and was a big support of what I was doing. So shout out, Mom.
Yeah, shout out to Mom.
And she ain't gonna never see this.
And I love. Oh shit, she ain't.
She not gonna see.
She's not gonna watch.
No, she not like. She not tech savvy. We just got her a phone where she could like touch and look and see. We just got her.
Not touch and look and
see. She
like,
she still don't know how to like operate like.
I feel like that's
like
me.
Voicemail. The voicemail full. You can't never leave a message on her phone.
That's my fault too. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I have like 28,000 emails. I can't delete all of them in one swoop, so I said, fuck it. I sure did. Fuck this shit. Sometimes the technology is too hard. I cannot figure out TikTok. They keep deleting my videos and shit. Bianca told me the other day that she thinks it's because I told her, I said, they deleted my videos. She said, why? I said, oh no, I be smoking this shit, trying to tell the people follow me. She's like, that's why you smoking. I was like, oh, okay. Well, they didn't say don't do that.
Right.
And weed is legal here. So it's legal here.
Right.
So my video is legal right here.
Yeah.
So it should be okay.
Here, though.
here.
Yeah, but TikTok's all over, you know.
That
So
motherfucker smoking weed everywhere in the motherfucking world. Hell, shit. Let's talk about your podcast. Everything is racist.
yes.
First
yes.
of all, the name itself, I love that shit. I was like, hell yeah, come on, Monte, talk about it. Talk about it. My favorite episode so far has been the one of the Karens. I have not ran up on a Karen yet.
Because you don't need to.
How did you start?
Need to. Wow, how did it start? Well, I was at a show. And someone came up to me and said, "Hey man, you should do a podcast." And I really didn't think nothing of it. Put it on the back burner. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then the George Floyd situation went down.
Yeah.
That's when the whole world lost their mind. You know, people began to pick sides and people wanted to do this. And at that moment, I realized how much, you know, where people heart was, where their thoughts was, really how they really felt about like certain situations.
Yes.
So I had to like cut some people off and
ain't that the truth?
And stick with, you know, those I rode with. But the reason why I started it because I kept like during that situation, I kept getting messages, emails from like white friends of mine asking me questions about certain topics that like black people were involved in because those topics were coming up during that time, during the protests and all this. And this guy, you know, sent me an email. He was like, what does Juneteenth mean? And what does it mean when black people do this or why? And so instead of me like answering all these questions, you know, one by one, you know, I said, you know what, I'm gonna start a podcast and answer all their questions through the podcast. So that's what happened. I came up with the name Everything's Racist because everything was racist at the time.
Yes.
And I thought that would bring people in. They see the name, it's like, oh, what's this about? So I just began to answer all their questions, you know, in the creative way.
Yeah.
You know, where they could sit and listen to it, but also get it. Yeah, get the message behind it, you know, like, and I didn't want it to be too long because like myself, I'm busy, I'm always on the go. So it's hard for me to like really sit down and listen to like a whole podcast. So I was like, let me give it to him straight. I can give it to him, get in there, get this the info and get out. So that's basically why I did it, because I had a lot of my white friends was like asking a lot of questions about like certain things. So I was like, all right, listen to this. This might help you out on certain things.
That. That's amazing. And it's a dope ass podcast, by the way.
Well, thank you. I didn't really think it was.
No, I like it.
Thank you.
It's good.
No,
and you have a voice that people can listen to.
I'm glad to know that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, you are like Tucson's cleanest comedian. Like, I think you're the only one that I know that can just go do clean shows and just be good. Walk off the stage like TNT, and I did that. I go over there and sweat bullets. I'm like, shit. Like the only time I could do that, I had to do a magic show. Yes.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You just not just finna go past. Wait a minute. Wait. She said she had to do a magic show? Oh, please explain. Please.
You remember when the O was popping?
I do.
The owner asked me to host a magic show. And mind you, this is after he has seen me do my sets. And I was like, what the are you sure? He's like, yeah. I said, but there's gonna be kids there, right? He's like, yeah, it's a kids show, it's a magic show. I said, how the fuck you want me to do that? I can't even have this conversation without cursing. He was like, you got it. Your energy's insane. These kids will love it. You got it. Just figure it out. I said, fuck, okay. But he was paying me good money, so I was gonna figure that shit out. It was 20 minutes. I was like, what's the worst that could happen? I could curse in front of some kids, get sued. Yeah. But then again, I could blame that shit on my PTSD and get away with that shit scot-free. So let's go. I'm living on the edge like Larry. Let's fucking go. You know, so I invited my kids, you know, my husband, kids, everybody was there. I figured, okay, my kids were there. Even though I cursed them motherfuckers, I could try to hold myself, you know. Yes. And I did it 20 minutes. I focused on this one little girl that was sitting in the front. She had, like, first of all, the most captivating eyes. Her eyes were like green and gray. And that light was just bouncing. I thought I was at a confessional. I thought I was going to confess all my sins to that child and give her my debit cards and shit. And she was just sitting there and she was laughing, and I just focused on her and her parents. I said, this little one is going to get away with murder. I'm just letting y'all know right now. She's going to have the boys lining up in front of your house. And Daddy was laughing, Mom was laughing, and somehow she got me through that shit. And then I just realized that fucking magician just did a show for 50 Cent like 2 weeks ago. I said, damn it! Why would I do magic shows? 50 Cent, if you're out there, come on and hit us up. Sessions with Steph. I'd love to have you in the session. I'm still little right now, but I happen to have hosted for one of your friends. Hit us out. Shit.
That's what's up.
But yeah, clean comedy is like your thing.
Yeah, it is. It is my thing, and I learned at an early stage in my comedy life. A lot of people might or don't know that it wasn't always clean. When I was young, I didn't start talking off clean, but I did a show, and it was the headline of the show. Came to me like after I got off the set, and he was talking to me. He's like, "Look, man, you want to broaden your fan base, your horizons. You can get paid and stuff by doing clean comedy, because it was fairly clean. It wasn't all the way clean, but it was fairly clean at the time." And he was like, you can do get paid." But I was like, I could do what? He's like, yeah, you could get paid by doing clean comedy. It'll open more doors for you. And I started to think about this, like, you know what? He might be right. So I started doing, clean comedy, from that point on. And no, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying, because then you get, booked for corporate gigs and school events and everything else. And you don't really have to like change anything or go through like, am I gonna say this set or I'm gonna do this one, and like trying to just do it.
So I could do my sets and just replace those curse words with other words, and it could work.
No. Don't you try that. Don't you copy and paste. Don't you do that. Don't you
paste all day. I was talking to them little jokers. I'll run out of words. Okay,
no,
I will run out of words.
Because also too, by doing this style of comedy, just because you don't say curse words, don't make it clean.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff that you say, like underline like things like a lot of sexual innuendos and drug use and all. So
that's right. You can't say those.
Yeah.
Yep, I can. They would not. Don't book me nowhere near school, y'all. Just no.
It won't work.
I'm coming to look. I'm coming to the venue with the weed.
Yes,
okay?
he is. He coming in
parking lot
hot.
smoking. Hot. I might ask the students, "Hey, who got the kush?" If it ain't kush, you could go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be me in your parking lot. Don't do it. So, Florida and Tucson. How the fuck did that happen?
Florida and Tucson. All right. Well, I wasn't aiming for Florida. I was trying to get to Cali. All right. So from Cali, you find out that it is so damn expensive, and there's 1,000 other Montes in the same city, trying to do the same thing, trying to get on. Ooh. And I was like, no, this is not it. I can't do this. So Tucson found out that it is very affordable to live, in Tucson. I mean, really live. Because I was staying in Miami in a apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and I was paying at that time, it was like between $1,300 and $1,500 for a apartment. And so when I got here and found out that $900?
Yes.
$800? Oh,
For that $1,500, you can get you a house.
Absolutely.
With a pool. And a cactus.
Absolutely.
Fuck
And that's
outta
what
here.
I did. That's what I did. And I was like, hey, if I wanted to go to LA or to like anywhere else, I had a friend also who was in the airline business. So he was giving me these buddy passes, which I don't recommend. They are right at a certain point, but I don't recommend them because, you know, the buddy passes work. Okay, you could get on this flight, but if that flight booked full, you're going to get bumped off to the next flight. And then if that flight is full, you're going to get bumped off to the next flight. Yeah, one time I had like spent like a whole day sitting in the airport trying to get out of one city to come back home because I had this buddy pass. Because it was cheap. It was a cheap way you could easily get on and go wherever you gotta go, but no, it ain't worth it no more. No.
I would lose
Just
my
let me
shit.
pay for my flight now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I could.
it ain't.
I just hate the airport. Airports just I can't. We can't go outside. If we go outside, we gotta come back in through security. When we went to the Bahamas, we came back to Miami early, way earlier than what the flight was. So we had I think it was 12 hours at the airport. I smoked a pack of cigarettes just at the airport. Okay. And then I had to go outside. Now, mind you, 2 years prior in DC airport, there's a room in the fucking airport you could just go smoking in.
Yeah, they had a
I
smoking
lived
room.
for that room. I was looking for that room in Miami airport. And I had the nerve to get mad at them. I was like, where y'all smoking room at? The girl looked at me, she was like, ma'am, you go outside. I said, but all the airports have a room. Y'all can't afford a room? Take my cigarette outside. I swear, when you're a smoker of cigarettes, not marijuana, two different things. When you're a smoker of cigarettes, you have privilege, you have a complex of privileges that, like, you don't give a damn that you smell like cigarettes. I'm like, smells like cigarettes. And what, bitch? You smell like dog. Nobody's complaining. Leave me the fuck alone. I know I smell like an ashtray, bitch. I got Miss Dior in my purse. I will spray when I'm done.
Sessions with Stephanie.
Man.
Oh, God.
So,
Get us started.
being black in Tucson is fucking hard as fuck.
Is it?
I wouldn't say it's hard. It's hard to find other black people.
Yes, that is. Cause when I came over here, that's the first thing I was looking for.
Yeah.
Well, no, the first thing I was looking for was a barbershop. That's number one.
Yes.
If they didn't have a barbershop that I needed,
We have a problem.
Yeah, we weren't gonna stay here. No, that's the first thing that a black person look for is, okay, where can I get my hair cut at? And then we plan out the rest. We can figure, but I need to find that out. But yes, that, and then I had this algorithm, and then I started realizing, yes, it wasn't that many black people. It's only a handful of us over here anyway, a comedian. And I was counting, Andre Pharrell but he stays in Sierra Vista, so he really don't count. So it's only 5 of us over here, it's only
And you can count us.
Yeah, that's it. And then, yes, that is it. And we were never all together at the same time.
At the same time.
You never could find
No.
everybody on the show at the same time. They just okay, it's too many. Yeah,
it's we'll take one of each.
Right. That is it. That is it. That is it. So yes,
I think they would be too. Well, I wouldn't say scared. I think people would be like, "Oh, it's a whole lot of them."
Right? Oh,
I think they would glance.
Oh,
they would take a step back. Like, I didn't realize there were these many.
I don't need all these pennies.
Yeah.
Take these. No, that's too many.
There's times when I go to a bar. And I'm legit the only black person in the entire room.
I understand completely. That's how
I get used to it. That's what's so fucked up about it. I get used to it to the point where if I see another black person, I'm like, hey. And then they might not be one of those black people that are receptive to that.
Yeah,
so they're like, what the fuck is wrong with her? It's like, motherfucker, I'm just saying, hey, it's not a lot of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello, my people.
No,
we should stick together.
No, I know completely. That's
you know.
It was an eye opener when I got here because I didn't see anywhere.
How is it raising your kids? Because I'm pretty sure you live in a white neighborhood.
We stay in a. Yes. No, I was gonna say it's kind of that's it.
It's a white neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My kids are like the darkest kids in the neighborhood, and they light skinned. So yeah. So.
Yes, that was gonna be my next question because my kids are the darkest kids on this whole block, if not neighboring blocks.
So they probably like run the block because
No, actually no. The daughter never comes outside.
Okay.
She never go outside. I guess it's that thing between 14 and I don't know what, but that teenage years. I guess they just stay inside. They have their hoodies and
earpods
AirPods on the phone
yeah.
So she don't go nowhere. She's I don't have to worry about her. It's that little one that
running the neighborhood.
Yes, I think. Well, I don't know, but they come looking for him. They really do. They come looking for him, and
he the life of the party.
It's so fucking scary.
We can't do it without.
It's scary, especially with COVID now. He the only one that ain't got COVID yet. The whole block, we're the only ones who haven't gotten sick.
Yeah,
we ain't had it at all since.
I'm gonna need a blood sample. When we done with this podcast, I need a blood sample so I can see why
you
y'all
might find that
so resistant.
That Avenger gene in there,
I'm telling you because
that Wakanda gene in there. We got some vibranium in this DNA. we got vibranium in this DNA. Yeah. Now we haven't gotten sick at all.
That's what's up. That's so good because I did. I had it.
Did you get the vaccine?
No.
Me neither.
No. And I didn't. Once I got it, I was like, okay, I'm good. Now I have natural immunity, so I don't.
Not natural immunity.
I don't need to get the vaccine. I'm good. I'm good now. I don't need it. And now, after all the talk. I don't want to get too controversial, but after all the talk about the vaccine now coming out, people are saying that it's really not doing anything. People that got the vaccine, both of them, and the booster, and still catching COVID.
Yep, my family, every one of them has had the vaccine, the boosters, all of it, and they have had COVID multiple times.
Yes. So I'm like
I'm the only one that I'm sitting here and I ain't gonna lie, they call me out. They be like, you need to get the vaccine and you need to do this. And I be like, listen, I am not against the vaccine.
Right.
My only stance is this right here. Hear me out. COVID just came out literally 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then y'all claimed you had a vaccine for it a year later, which as we're seeing now, it's not really working, but that's near here or there. But if you are for example, a cook, right? And you make this dish that you've never made before, you see it somewhere, you want to try to make this dish. The very first time, it's not going to be right? And if the first time you say it's not going to be right, you're going to keep doing it to make it right. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time my mom tried to teach me how to make Haitian rice and beans. It took, this is no lie, it took 5 years for me to get it perfect to where strangers can eat and be like, what the fuck? You made that? Yes, I did. But it took years of perfection to get it like that. And that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Perfect this little here vaccine. Mm-hmm. I mean, go test it on, not people, but go test it first. Test it for a few years. Let's see what the fuck happened. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
I know.
I'm like, y'all over here acting like test dummies and shit. And, and your girl ain't sick. Knock on wood. Look, knock real good.
That's wood right there?
Yeah, sure the fuck
Look
is.
like faux wood.
It could be faux wood. Don't play with me. This is oak.
I'm sorry.
It probably is an oak, but it's faux oak. Damn
Yeah, I
it,
got
it's
this from IKEA, huh?
No.
That's not from IKEA.
It's from Amazon. And then let me tell you a funny story. I tried to put this bitch together. He came home and was like, what the fuck is this? Things were backwards. I was like, this piece wasn't even together. It was hanging off. I was like, listen, I can still write on this motherfucker. Let it be. He was like, no. No. From now on, don't put shit together. Just leave it.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah. But anyway. Quick game. Quick dabs is what we call it, because it's a smoking show. Look, I'm like somebody's uncle right here with this damn blunt in my mouth. Listen here, you go in that house and tell your mama that I said. Okay, now. Answer as fast as possible.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is just,
Oh, boy.
some of them are sexual, some of them are not. Yeah, just go with it. Chocolate or peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Do you wish you had big dick or good looks?
Good looks, because with good looks, you can always get them in. They can be surprised later.
Okay. Would you rather have bomb head or lots of money?
Lots of money.
Action or comedy?
Comedy.
Kill, marry, fuck. Cash Me Outside Girl, Lizzo, Wendy Williams.
Wait,
Let's go, nigga.
Time, I don't want to play.
You got to play. You can't even drink because you drinking some sparkling water. You can't even smoke because you ain't smoking no marijuana. So you're going to have to answer this question right here.
Oh my
Kill, marry, or fuck. Cash Me Outside Girl, Lizzo, or Wendy Williams. Let's go.
Wow. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. Man, I can't get no help. I can't get no.
This is not.
Go,
This is not a show you can call.
I need to call my lifeline. Like, what you think?
You can't tag nobody in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Come on, man. You
All
got
right. Wow, man, don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Whew. Gotta put a disclaimer on this podcast when it come out, okay?
Yes.
Look, these words that are coming off my mouth are not of Monte Benjamin. They are of the questions that were asked to me. So here we go.
Okay.
I would marry. Don't laugh at me. I know y'all. Don't laugh at me. Don't. I would marry Lizzo.
Okay.
Ooh, I would marry Lizzo. Okay. Oh, this is easy. Once I got that after it. And I guess I'll have sex with Cash Out Girl. Catch Me, what's her name?
Cash Me Outside.
Cash Me Outside, yeah. And we can go ahead and kill Wendy Williams. I'm sorry, I know that sounds mean, but according to the game, yeah, go ahead and shoot her. Just go. She ain't gonna make it anyway. Just go ahead, let her go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, moving on. Drunk sex or high sex?
Drunk sex
or high sex?
Oh man.
You have to go back to your
boy,
high
yeah, boy. They both like doozies. High.
All right. Polygamy or monogamy?
Monogamy.
Missionary or back shots?
Both. No, that's not a both.
That ain't it.
Missionary.
Ass or titties?
Ass. Oh, did you see? Black gonna pick. Come on now. That one shouldn't even be in a question. You know, black people, we gonna
well,
pick.
there's different
black
demographics of motherfuckers that come to the show.
Okay,
and
all right,
everybody
you're
gets
right,
the
you're
same
right.
question.
But I'm just telling you,
Okay.
I bet Andre say ass too.
Would you rather a big dick and no stroke, or a little dick and you can rock the boat?
What's the deal with these big dick questions? That's the second
It
one.
goes
Are
for
you
both.
trying to find out something?
No, it goes
already?
for both. It goes to see if the women like that or see if the men would rather that. Because I've got different
I'm
answers.
talking about. I'm gonna rock the boat. I'm gonna do it right, the
Okay.
right way.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Would you rather date an older person or a younger person?
Ooh. Older.
Wine or liquor?
Liquor.
Soccer or hockey?
Come on now. Neither.
That's why I picked those two. Because everybody else go for the other two
Come
main
on now.
ones, and we ain't doing the main ones. We're going to do the two that nobody talk about. Which one would you watch?
Okay, hockey. Because they fight in hockey. Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
can break your shins in soccer too.
Yeah, but it's a lot of acting and flopping around. Like, oh no, give me hockey. Tough, no teeth dudes.
Pac or Biggie?
We can. Because of where I was raised and who I listened to most, I'm about to say Biggie.
Okay. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Come on, man, you can't. I refuse to do this one. I refuse. I'm not doing this. Pass. I'm not doing this.
You ain't smoking and you ain't
I know
drinking.
what.
You have to sacrifice
Okay,
somebody
MJ.
today.
MJ.
Okay, Prince, I'm sorry. Just sacrificed you for the soul stone.
Just threw Prince right off the
threw right
cliff,
off the
right?
This is Sparta, bitch. Kendrick or J. Cole? Kendrick and J. Cole?
J. Cole.
Loyalty or respect?
I would rather have both, but loyalty. My loyalty go a long way. Yeah.
All right.
These some dumb games, you know that?
Don't play with me. Those are good games.
No, I ain't got time
You'd be
for all
amazed at
this.
the answers
I
that I've
can't
received.
imagine. I can't wait to see them too. I
Ooh,
want to
yes.
just watch it. And
Don't worry.
tune
We're
in
gonna
to
do
see
we're
what
gonna do
they
a
all
little
say.
compilation of all the answers at the end and see what y'all motherfuckers. Because I already had some people did. Okay. How old are your kids?
I have a 13 and 11.
What kind of music do they listen to?
Oh my gosh. This is a struggle in my house.
Man. Ooh,
It is
me
a
too.
struggle
Thank you so much.
in my house
Ooh.
because I'm trying to raise them up the right way. I'm trying to bring them up on what music really is,
Yes.
but they listening to this, all this. Oh my gosh!
So
they
you
listen to-
feel my pain
Yes,
and agony.
I do. Yes.
Okay. Because I
Yes.
have a 16-year-old
Yes.
who's just, I don't even know half of these people's names.
Exactly. I don't even know. They have to tell me who they are and
Yes.
and the song.
Then she has the nerve sometimes to be like, Mom, just listen to this.
Yeah.
Then there's somebody just screaming off the top of their lungs. I couldn't even do 10 seconds. I said, get this shit off my ears. The fuck? Like,
Yes.
tell me about like how you balance like what you listen to, what they listen to, what your parents listen to.
Oh, that's good. Because when I was, well, not just me personally, I can like just say, when we were growing up, there was no option or what can I listen to.
Yes.
Whatever your parents listen to, that's what you listen to.
Yes.
So basically, my music and my mom's and parents' music are the same thing because
yes.
I listen to everything
Yes.
that they listen to. So that's what I
Yes.
try. And so when I have them with me and they're in my car and we going someplace, no, you gonna listen to what I listen to. You know.
That's exactly how it is. So now, like when we go in the car, I gotta tell them, take your fucking headphones off. No, you gonna listen to this here good
Absolutely.
music. in my car.
Absolutely.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's like Nipsey Hussle, but it's just because, you know, right now Nipsey's in my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I throw some Billy Ocean in there, some Stevie. Now, Michael is the only one that kind of stuck. Michael and Prince. I can actually find those on my daughter's list of music.
That right there, what you just said, lets me know that Michael Jackson and Prince, their music will continually to live on
forever.
Because my kids love Michael Jackson. They have never seen
my kids too.
him in person on TV, but they hear Michael Jackson and it's on their playlist.
Yes.
Michael Jackson, Prince, they know all of it.
My daughter was listening to Lady of My Life the other day, and she was listening to her headphones, so she was sitting on the computer playing solitaire, and I could hear her singing. And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now if she put that other shit in there, I'll be kind of fucking fit.
Yeah. No. They have to know and know where that music come from. And it's I remember we were in a car one day and Mars Day came on. The 7779311. So we rocking through it in the car. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right. So I look over. Then I'm going 7779311. I'm like, yeah, y'all like that, huh? Yeah, I know. That's real music.
Yes,
That's it.
It's like these kids will never know good music.
No.
And then what we call oldies, like I did a video the other day, and it's supposed to just be a funny video of Isley Brothers Busted. And I showed my daughter the video. I was like, let's look at this little video that I made. And she's like, what song is that? Whew.
What?
Yes. What song is that? I said, you don't know who the Isley Brothers are? She was like, no. I said, do you know who R. Kelly is? I mean, I don't want you to know who the fuck that is, but do you know who that is? Do you know who the fuck that is? She's like, no. I said, Lord have mercy. I said, what are you listening to? Then she gives me some characters that everybody got the name Baby in their name. Can we stop with that for one? Let's stop putting Baby in our names. Let's stop putting what's the other one? There's a doll. Oh, everybody's a doll now. There's an Asian doll. There's the Brazilian doll. There's a China doll. Stop with the dolls and stop with the babies. Okay? Stop it.
Right.
Let's get real names out here now. Stop it. Like, even if you can't make up a name, damn it, use the last thing you ate. I think that would be much better than the baby, a baby, for baby. Stop it. Shit. But that's what the fuck she listens to. There's one song that I don't even know if it's a song because she's just yelling the whole time she sings it. And the only reason why I know that specific song is because there's a few words that she says over and over that I have memorized. I still don't know what the fuck it is. It sounds like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yes. Because he's the other one that screams in his video, in his music, ain't it? That's what it sounds like. I still don't fucking know.
Right.
So these kids in music, like I cannot. Okay. Let's move on let's move on. If I had to go to Miami, top 3 places that I should go to.
Well, number 1, we going to the South Beach. So we're going to cruise up and down South Beach first, so you can see that. So you can see how they living down here.
What's down there?
Well, South Beach is if you've watched any show, any program, anything on television, the part of Miami that they show is that part, South Beach. South Beach is the area where they got, the high rises next to the beach. You get to see different type of people, different cars. You see where the money try to hang out at, and that's where all the celebrities come in town. That's where they go.
Okay, South
Beach.
Okay,
so that's where I'm.
So if I'm going with my little funds that I have, because my funds ain't celebrity funds,
no,
and
I'm going
to South Beach, where am I going? So I can go to all those places.
You can still have a good time. Yeah, South Beach.
Okay.
Watch,
clubs and stuff.
A1 to A, Washington, yeah, man, the clubs, you'll have no problems getting in.
I can afford food and shit like that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a nice, like, chill little area, a little nightlife, too. South Beach. That's where we would go first. South
could
Beach.
dig it.
Yeah.
Okay. Second place.
Then I would take you to, like, where I came up at, so you can see the real Miami. This is how we really live, not that TV stuff that they showing you over there. No, we living like this. This is how we living right here. So I show you little spots like in the hood, like I got like little pockets where you can go and get you some good
food.
Soul, man, good soul food. So
is Lil Haiti one of them?
Lil Haiti is one.
That's the part I always hear about for food. That's where you want to go is Lil Haiti. Okay.
Yeah, Lil Haiti. Lil Havana too.
Lil Havana. Okay, that's like Colombian food?
Cuban food. Okay. Little mixture, got a little Puerto Rican food.
Rice and beans.
Yeah, everything.
Plantains. You know, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I've been looking for plantains since I got here.
I just bought some. You want me to fry you some today?
Yeah, you got plantains?
I got plantains. I just bought some today. I went to Lily's. You heard of Lily's Market?
No.
On La Cholla. If you go to Lily's on La Cholla, it's right on La Cholla and Orange Grove.
See?
It's an international market.
Right.
That's where you go find you fresh plantains. They get a delivery, I think, every week from Miami. I'm just saying, if you trying to get some plantains, I was driving all the way from the east side over here to come get them plantains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because grocery stores will try and have plantains. It's
I know.
Not the real
It is not. I know.
Lily's got
Okay. Make that mental note.
What was the number one place?
Number one place. That's it.
Just two places?
That's it. That is it. See, a lot of people think that Miami is just like, oh, we got it going on because no.
See, I was there for like a day. So I only experienced the beach across the street from my hotel. And I got on the ship, and that was it. I came back, went to the airport. So I didn't go nowhere. I wanted to experience food. I wanted to do all that, but we didn't have the time. So we said, okay, when we go back next, we got to go to these places. So there's only two places?
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I could take you someplace where you don't want to be.
No, we don't want to go there. I don't want to go to the places on First 48.
Yeah.
The pork and beans. Right? I don't want to go there. The pork and beans. I do not want to go there.
I can tell you some places over there where you would not to be.
Well, speaking of the hood now, my children did not know what the hood was. So, have you explained to your kids what the hood is? Do they know what the hood is?
No, they're so privileged.
They're so privileged, motherfuckers. Don't even fuck it up.
But number one, they're being raised in the house. That's number one. That is number one. That's how privileged they are. They are in a house. You know, when we pay a mortgage, that's number one. They have not experienced a project apartment complex. I'm talking about where you like in there and everybody come out and you know. Oh,
where there's a fight downstairs.
Everybody. Absolutely. They don't know nothing about that, so they have no clue. None whatsoever.
Have you tried to explain to them what it is? Taking them to it?
I find myself always like, and I catch myself. It's like, man, I sound like a old ass man right now. Do I sound like a old man? Because I remember like my uncles and stuff talking like this to me, and I'm like, do I sound? Because I'd be saying, back when I was coming up, back when I did this,
back in my day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I don't sound like I'm trying to explain to these kids. So I try as much as I can. Like, look, this is how it goes. This is what we did. Because now my kids, they like bring like certain things to me, and I was like, man, we did that because they just learning about it. Like certain dances, like my daughter came and she was like doing some I'm like,
that backwards thing.
Yes. I'm like, that's the what they call the Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
And she's like, no, that's not the.
They call it the jerk.
The jerk.
I was like, yeah, y'all trying to rename our dances?
They renamed all of them. So, trying to explain to them on what I did when I was coming up to let them know that no. But
yeah, my daughter does not even understand the concept of I was in the house when that street light was on.
When the street light.
You guys can't hang out. Nigga, you can't even hang out. What the fuck you mean?
Right. What is you talking about?
Like what? Like, no, Mom, can I? Then she says, can I go walk around? I said, walk around where? It's like, I just want to walk around the neighborhood. I said, first of all, I could walk around the neighborhood back in 93.
Come on now. That's it.
And in 93, I was 10.
Right.
I could walk around. For hours. And I was going to come home. Mm-hmm. And that was still stretching it for our parents.
Right.
That was still stretching it.
Right.
Because well, we were lucky then that back then all the other adults were looking out for us while we're walking around. Today, I had to explain it. I said, first of all, today, you can't walk around. She's like, Mom, we live in a nice neighborhood. I said, do you know the nice people that are in this neighborhood? The ones that have to be. Like the ones that are pedophiles and they can't come outside, but they watching you from outside. That's the kind of crimes that we got around here.
Absolutely.
Those kind of fucking, you know.
I'm going through that.
You walk out next to me, you done disappeared. You're on a poster. No, child. Hell no. If we walking outside, if you're walking outside, I'm driving behind you. That's how we doing it. No. This is, because she thinks that, you know, nice neighborhood means no crime. And she don't understand that, like, the crime that happens here is like the crime that I watch on ID channel and forensic files and snapped and shit. Where this nigga got 8 bodies in his yard, but everyone says, oh, he's a nice gentleman. He waits to us every day. Fuck out of here, man. You're next, bitch. That nigga been watching you.
Yeah.
He just trying to make his move to get to your house.
Absolutely.
Shit. I don't trust these motherfuckers, man. The kids will never, they just do not understand. I'm like, this, yes, we live in a nice neighborhood. No, this is not the hood. But, no. Sometimes I would rather hood problems. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Like, motherfucker could visit your apartment in the hood and be like, I ain't robbing them. They ain't got shit to rob.
Right. Just like me. You know? We
ain't shit to steal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's certain folks I can't invite over here.
Yeah, they start looking around and see what you got.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So now, you know? And there's certain motherfuckers I can't invite over here. If you know what I mean. Fuck. We can't even play the next game because it's drink or answer or smoke or answer. And you ain't doing neither.
What it is?
Yeah.
Drink or answer, smoke or answer.
Yeah.
What you mean? If you ask me a question, I say, well, I want to take a smoke.
If you don't want to answer,
I have to take a smoke or a drink.
If you don't want to answer, you got to drink. Yeah. So we're not playing that because your ass ain't doing either. Yeah. But since we've talked about the good, what are your thoughts about this whole COVID shit though? Like, as far as like,
okay.
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but like, how do you feel about the whole mask thing? Like, do you work with people who don't wear masks?
This where we don't lose your audience, right here.
I know, right here.
Right here.
Stay tuned. We're still smoking.
Look, I am. I think we're going about it like the wrong way. They have made this so political, and I'm talking on both sides. As far as the mask, I am not anti-mask. I am anti-people. It don't have anything to do with the mask. It's the people behind the mask that make you like an idiot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because those that say, okay, we need to wear the mask or you need to force mandate. Okay, I'll just put on the mask. Big deal. I'm not saying that there's a science behind it because the masks don't cover you all the way 100% from getting COVID. But, you know, I've seen where it stops a little bit. But when you're in the mask, you can't you have no control over that because you're touching your mask, you're putting it down, you're putting it back on, you're doing this, you're touching everything. So who knows where you can pick up, you know. Exactly. So, and, you know, if you don't want to wear the mask, I'm cool with that too. Either or, it does not matter. It's people. And I have a love for people that if I go into an establishment and you tell me, oh, we wear masks in here. I'm not gonna be
I'm
going
not- right.
on
I'm not
off and be
gonna
like,
fight with
oh,
you.
what you mean? No,
Like, that's- yeah.
if that's the, I'll just put
Yeah.
on the mask. If I go over here, you say, oh, we don't wear masks. I'll just take off the mask. I don't know where it came, where people like
started fighting and it
I
became
know
a versus.
it's not that.
I was
right?
like, wait a minute, when did it become mask versus no
Right.
mask? Vaccine versus
Yes,
no vaccine. That whole anti-vaxxers now, they're giving them names. It's like, really? Like, I understand that there are people that are anti-vax. Like anti-vaxxers that are like, fuck it, I don't take no vaccine.
Right.
Not just COVID. Like there's some people who believe in no
Understand.
vaccine.
No.
I met a mom, I think this was in Colorado, that did not believe in
Most of them are like moms. They don't believe
in vaccine.
none.
And I was like, oh, okay. To each
Right.
his own.
Exactly.
My child has had all her vaccines. And this is what my daughter was like, 2. And I was explaining to her that I had chicken pox when I
did too.
I think I was like 8 or 9, like in that range. And it took for my little sister, who was born in 94, to not have. Actually, she had chicken pox too. So 90s chicken pox was not eradicated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was just my thing on, hey, you just might want to think that you should get it. You should get your child vaccinated just because I had chicken pox, and that shit was not cool as a child. You know what I'm saying? So it brings me back to the same thing with the vaccine, where it was like, if in '94 they hadn't fucking fixed chicken pox, I don't think COVID is fixed in that little 1 year and a half that we've come up with this little here vaccine. I think they got Kool-Aid in that shit. Kool-Aid, anthrax, they just made a cocktail and some shit that don't work. Okay.
But me personally, I think there's a certain age group that shouldn't get the vaccine. Now, for all the older people, older generation, I was like, yes, go get the vaccine, whatever it is, to help you guys.
To help you.
Yeah,
right.
because I believe that the younger generation, they can get through it. And it's not like it's out of this world, like killing like that age range, like from like, let's say 13 to like, no, they getting through it. They get COVID and then a couple of weeks they fine. Yeah. So it shouldn't be mandated on everybody.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like if this is a free country, to each his own. Let the people decide if they want to.
I'm so tired of
let the people decide if they want to or not. But I don't feel like the people should attack each other for not making
that's where I stand
opposite decision. Like, come on, people, let's not do that. Shit's not worth it. Like, that's why I feel like we're fighting right now as a nation, because everyone is not agreeing. Just because you like peanut butter and I like chocolate, that don't mean I gotta fight with you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No.
Like it's not. I don't think it's that serious.
If you have like love just for the person, everything else is secondary. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
Like if I ask you, can you please put your mask on? You could say no and leave my vicinity, or you could just put it on.
Oh, just put it on.
I think it's that simple.
It is. It is that simple. I don't know where it came to be like. I don't know what happened. Like today, y'all told me like, hey, you gotta take your shoes off when you come into. Yeah, they told me to take my shoes off.
Hey.
I thought we stopped doing that like in the 80s.
Hell no. Black people don't play about carpet. Okay.
But I had to
take
my shoes off. I should have just went all off and say, hell, I ain't taking my shoes off. You know how long it took me to put these shoes on, and you want me to come into your house and take them off? I just put these shoes on. I have to go outside and then put them back on. No. I ain't taking my shoes off. No, I ain't even doing the podcast.
The
how about that?
podcast won't go happen. I'm like, all right, kind of make your way out the door.
But it's as simple as that. Just, okay, take the shoe. My feet feel comfortable anyway. And I have fought with
people about taking their fucking shoes off.
Why not?
That's a whole nother podcast.
Why not, though? I'm walking on carpet.
They want to
got them in my sock, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, what future shows you got? You got a show tonight?
I have a show tonight. With some brothers that, I love, man. I love the comedy. we're gonna make history tonight. This is gonna be the first time that 4 black comedians grace a stage in the South Arizona area. That has that has never happened. So you need to take pictures, write it down, put in your memories, because this has never happened. And these are some funny dudes. So yeah, I have a show tonight at the Catalina. What's the name of that place?
Catalina Craft Pizza.
Okay, yeah. I have a show there. And yeah, we gonna get it on. And then February is what? February is booked up as well. I have a show with this producer named Matt. Oh man, I'm forgetting his last name. Oh, he gonna kill me. I shouldn't even name drop him anyway. But he's a big producer. Yes, thank you so much. Why you gonna just let me sit here?
I was trying to think in my head, which Matt is he talking about? Because I said another Matt, and I'm done. I'm not gonna. I almost said the other one. I'm like, oh
right,
no,
Matt Kearney,
yeah, Matt
big
Kearney.
time producer.
Shout out to Matt Kearney.
Yeah, he got a show that's in February that I'm on. It's a pre Super Bowl, pre Valentine's Day show. It's gonna be bananas. I'm hosting that one. Yeah. So I'll be. I'm trying to get on one of your shows. The last one of the shows. What you?
I did. I'm trying to be on one that you on. That Matt's producer.
Matt, yes, because he always.
I hit him up. I was like,
He always reaching out to me, asking me who did I know, and out of his mouth, he said there's only 2 comedians that are funny in Tucson. Sorry, Andre, but you don't live in Tucson. But only 2 comedians that he know that is funny in Tucson, because he worked with a lot of other comedians. Okay. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm just saying he only think there's only 2. So next time,
are they black?
One of them is, and that's me. So the other one, I'm not gonna say, but that's what he think. But I'll reach out to him and tell him, hey, look, there's some others that you should like look into. So because he's always putting on the show at least once a month, and they big. Well, y'all came to one of them.
A couple of them.
Yeah. So I got a show with him the 12th, and then I am at Harambe's. I got a show at Harambe's.
Yep, that's a 420 friendly show.
Yeah, what else?
For you smokers.
Yeah, we can get on past that, yo.
For the smokers out there, that's a good one.
And then after that, I have a show at church.
At church?
Yes.
What church is
churches.
That?
I am in these churches.
It's like a church show?
No, it is. Yes, I am.
The church folks is the one that's coming to it?
Yes. The church folk are the one who put it on.
I'm coming to this. Tell me where it is. I'm coming.
It is at Living Faith Christian Center.
I know where that is.
That's where
I know somebody who was a pastor at Living Faith. Is that on 22nd?
No, it's on like right off Grant and Alvernon.
Yeah.
So
okay.
After the podcast, I'll give you some of the information.
Okay, because I want to say somebody did a show there, and I was like, "Is this a church?"
Yeah, it's a church. Something like you've never seen. It's gonna be like a one-man show. It's gonna be singing,
so I'm assuming there's no
dancing,
cursing in this.
Acting. Come on now, we in church. What church you go to with it?
No.
What church you going to where the pastor up there said the cuss words MF for this? You do damn it.
Glory.
Yeah,
so I can't even smoke my weed in the parking lot before I come in. Nope, that's the frowned upon.
No.
Jesus made
you do what you. Hey, whatever you need to do.
You know what? It's okay. I'm still coming to Living Faith. I will show up stoned. I mean,
that's okay.
You know,
ain't
God
no
is my
high
believer.
like the most.
God
high.
knows my heart.
Okay,
He knows my heart.
I know He does. Okay. You know, who knows? You walk through the doors, might be like, oh, that's it for me. I'm ready.
Yes.
We on job.
And he might be like, you ready, girl? Yes, Lord, I'm ready. Come on, let's go. And he might pass it to me and we just go with pearly gates.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we don't know.
Yes.
Could
Okay. This has been a dope show with you.
It has. Dope show.
You are one of my funniest comedians.
Wait, time out. Is the difference between funniest or my favorite?
You're one
of my favorite?
My funniest, the one that makes me laugh the most.
Okay, I guess I'll take that.
Yeah, you're the funniest one that I know. Like you, and the crazy thing is, he ain't got to curse to be funny. And for me, you got to do that. I'm sorry, you got to do that. You got to throw a few curse words.
No, I appreciate it.
You are like, and not only that you're funny, but like you're a good friend. Like every time I had a show, you shared. We had shows together.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a good friend.
I was looking for you, and I think I told you this. I was looking for you for a long time because somebody told me that, oh, it's this girl named Stephanie. They do a show up north, and I think it was running the open mic at the time.
At Putney's.
I was looking for you I was like, wait, there's another black comedian? And just wait a minute. Who is this person? And I was trying to get to you for a minute, but here we are.
And ever since we met, we've been cool.
Absolutely.
Like you are an amazing person. You're a good friend. Like you, a dope comedian. Keep doing what you do.
I appreciate it.
You know, do you want to shout out anyone? Your wifey, your kids? We talked about the kids all day.
Yeah.
You ain't shouting them motherfuckers out?
No, just thank you to everybody that has followed me and are big fans, and those that follow the podcast and listen to me and put up with all the craziness that I do. You guys are the ones who make me who I am. Big shout out to Stephanie for allowing me to come on the pod. They doing big things. Look, they got their own cups. They got merch. They got shirts and all this. Look at this. The background. She trying to do it, but she even got on a sweater. They got the look. Man, they doing it big up in here. I'm telling you, sessions with Stephanie. Oh, you about to blow up. You already acted like you blow up. That's what you have to. No, you think I'm playing, but that's in order to make it, you have to act like, you have to pretend, you have to be like you've made it. Absolutely. And then when the time comes, it's that part gonna be easy because you've been doing it this whole time. I mean, they got it going on in this look. Man, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know the love that I have for you and Trey. You know I do.
I appreciate you, man.
Andre, I didn't forget about you either. I see you. But people like, who the hell is Andre? He keep bringing Andre.
Andre's the background, y'all. Andre's the background.
He's when I first met him, I'm talking about you could feel the genuineness come off, and I was like, oh no, this is a genuine dude, this is a real dude. And then when I found out we knew the same people, I was like, oh, no wonder. Okay.
Yes, of course. We all vibe out. We all know the vibrations, we feel the energy. Yes. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. This is Sessions with Stephanie. Y'all go follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. TikTok is still a work in progress. They keep telling me if I violate any more of their guidelines, they're gonna ban me. I'm still learning, motherfuckers. Damn! I'm 50-year-old in TikTok life. I'm still figuring this shit out. Give me a fucking break. But go follow me on all the other shit, man. Y'all have been fucking awesome in Sessions with Stephanie!